Hi, I'm Sophie, and I haven't seen a lot of movies.
Hi, I'm Paul, and I'm here to help with that.
And we are SP Film Viewers.
Each week, we take a deep dive into films that Sophie is seeing for the first time, some of which are deemed classics, some of which are my favourites, and some are just to try and get a reaction from her.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we have a lot of fun talking about what we've watched.
And we hope you have fun listening to our light-hearted thoughts and ramblings on this cinematic journey.
So tune in every Thursday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts from.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Muse, and you're listening to the Gray's Tap Room Podcast. Snooch of the Dooch.
What's up, dudes and dudettes? This is a brand new episode of the Gray's Taproom Podcast, and I'm Mike.
And I am the Trash Can Tabby.
And this week's episode is going to be totally tubular.
Super rad. Like whatever.
Nardogs all over the place.
As if. L7 Weenie.
Ooh, nice. Sand lot reference. Well, this week, folks, we are going back to, in my opinion, the greatest decade, or at least one of.
I was about to correct you and say one of.
I have two favorites. The 80s, but we've done that already.
Yes.
So this one is going to be all about the 90s.
Oh, wait, no, that was 80s.
And it's just us?
Just us.
Just us.
Just us, precious.
Yes.
That was 2000s, but close enough.
Barely. 01.
Yeah. Well, technically they started recording. Fuck.
In 98.
They were.
So, yeah. Suck it. Lord of the Rings is 90s. On a technicality.
On a technicality.
Thanks, Peter Jackson.
Fellowship and Two Towers.
Yeah.
Well, half of Two Towers.
Yeah.
Because they were wrapping up Return of the King when Fellowship came out.
All right, Gaz, I'm going to need you to fact check that real quick.
I just fact checked it. Oh,
'Cause
fact checking me.
Gaz.
Okay. Okay, you want Gaz to fact check me.
Well, it's Gaz. Shout out Gaz, Adam, and Andy from Tallboy Radio.
Tallboy Radio.
Love you guys. So, no, this week we're going to be discussing all of our favorite things from the 90s.
Well,
like all
top three.
Well,
not all, because we could talk forever about the 90s.
I mean, like, are things like movies, toys, games, music.
Food.
Yeah.
Drinks, snacks, candy.
All that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be totally radical, dudes.
Totally tubular. Don't have a cow, man. Simpsons had a lot of good catchphrases. Oh, we're going to have
That's
catchphrases.
an 80s show.
I know, but Simpsons in the 90s, though.
That show is as old as your brother. Same age.
That's gross.
Yeah. Well, we know people that are as old as Saturday Night Live, so.
That's valid.
I'm not going to shout Jason out again. Love you, Jason.
Oh, go. Oh. I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
Because I love Jason. Anyway.
So what is the night? What did or still does even? What did the 90s mean to you?
Childhood.
Yeah.
The last good generation, I would say. Honestly, I mean, I know that like in the early 2000s, like after we graduated high school and went to college, we really didn't get to see the whole kid aspect of it.
Right.
But I remember even hearing my parents talk about it from like the 70s and 80s. They would play outside.
Yeah.
90s, we would play outside.
We invented the internet. All of this that's happening before you kids right now, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Fuck you, Al Gore. You didn't make the internet. You witch.
Fact check.
You witch doctor.
Anyway, no, that was. I mean, honestly, the 90s for me was childhood. Being a child.
Yeah.
Games, playing outside.
Ninja Club.
You
learning
had,
the
you
way
had
of the
Ninja
ninja
Club.
to go
Yeah.
to Japan. That never happened. I never lived that down from Jay. Was it Jay or C that was giving me shit about it? I don't remember.
I don't either.
I think it was Jay. It
Oh,
sounds
more
like
than
something-
likely it was
probably.
Jay. Yeah.
Jay, you prick.
Yeah, he likes to give you shit.
No, but no, that was.
Oh, and then
yeah.
you and Amos, remember? If you guys were friends when you were kids, you guys would totally have a ninja club.
Oh, for 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would make Jeff stand at the bottom of the treehouse and play bodyguard with his muscles and Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Dick flapping in the wind.
Yeah,
Go check out that episode that we had with Moose Lounge.
fighting off police.
I'm done. Anyway.
But yeah, no.
No, I mean, hell, we had fucking fantastic music too.
Oh, it was great.
I mean, it set the tone for the weirdness. Well, 80s set the tone for weirdness, but the 90s really embraced
Yeah.
the weirdness, which is music.
Oh, for sure. What was some of your favorite music?
I mean, I'm already going to say it when we get to it.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, I meant like whether it's on your list or not. Music that's not on your top 3 list. What were you like? Some songs or bands that you were?
I do remember very vividly.
Were you a Spice Girl?
No,
Wow.
I was not. I remember laying in mom and dad's bed and doing homework because they had the larger bed and the radio in their room.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to share a room with my brother growing up, so I never really had privacy in my room, our room. Blech. Anyway, so
Well, technically, it was yours first for at least 2 years.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, I at least had something for 2 years once.
Yeah.
But no, I remember turning on the radio, and the radio station here was 99.7 DJX. They played awesome music all the time. Savage Garden, Third Eye Blind,
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth, Goo Goo Dolls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, you name it. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
I think Shakira was around the late 90s.
I thought Shakira came out in.
I thought she was late
I
90s.
discovered Shakira from TRL, but that was like maybe 2001.
No. Well, then I just know that there was a whole bunch of.
I mean, she could have been around
Good
before then.
songs.
I don't know. Shania
No, I
Twain.
was thinking of Shania Twain. I was thinking of Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other one I'm trying to think of? There was Lauryn Hill, TLC. Oh gosh, what's the other ones? The Jennifer Lopez. That's the one I was thinking.
Oh,
of.
when J-Lo decided she wanted to be a singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just remember laying there in the bed doing homework and like jamming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the kids got home from actual school, since I was homeschooled.
Right.
The kids got home from school and all they had to do was eat dinner real quick and then run outside and we'd start playing.
Yeah. I remember during summer breaks, when I was getting to where I was old enough to stay home by myself, but then again, it was the 90s, so I was Gunner's age, staying home alone all day long. Mm-hmm. I knew how to cook. I knew how to use the microwave, the oven, the stove. But no, I remember because my cousin lived on the same street, and he would come over and we would watch on VH1. We would watch pop-up video.
Nice.
And that's where like all the new summer music would drop, like the new videos.
I wish I could have experienced that.
It was
like
dope.
Firsthand live.
Pop-up video. Pop. One of the radio stations I remember, and I unlocked that memory for you. I think it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. It was late night radio, and her name was Delilah.
Yep.
And people
Yep.
would call in and request songs
Yep.
for like their boyfriends or girlfriends or
Moms or dads
or breakup
Yeah.
songs. Like, I miss you so much. Can you just I want to request a song? And then it would be like something by like Every Breath You Take by Sting would come on.
gross. Ugh.
I like that song. It's dope.
No.
But
No.
it was pretty much
Hey, it's
like
better than the Boys to Men. That
that would be on there though.
Yeah, it would.
That would be on
I
there.
know.
But no, fucking Delilah.
Yeah, that one was 2 days ago, but yes,
Yeah.
that unlocked a core.
I was listening to the Are You Garbage podcast, and one of the questions that I forget which one of the guys it was that asks. This was like a month or two ago when I heard this, and he goes, "Did you ever listen to Delilah?" late at night, and I'm like, oh my God. Because I had completely forgot. It was wiped out. But as soon as I heard that name, Delilah, her voice, like talking to people.
Soothing voice of Delilah. Yeah.
Like it came right back into my brain. It was like an old friend, like coming back.
What's up?
It was so cool. But no, that was one of the stations that when we would go on trips, if it was me and Grandpa, he listened to that type of music, which that's
like
where my love for
smooth.
Celine Dion came from, was him. Shout out to my granddad. But no, that's I remember like nighttime riding in his Jeep. That's what we would listen to was Delilah.
Very nice.
For like 2 hours.
Ooh.
Just straight through Delilah. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's like this music's
what,
kind of like catchy.
10 o'clock at night? 11 o'clock at night?
About 9-ish.
Yeah, I was thinking it was
9-ish.
later.
Yeah.
Later.
8 or 9-ish.
That's, yeah. King core memory unlocked.
Oh my God, Delilah. Shout out, friend of the show.
So I'm ready to get into these top 3.
Yeah, 100%. Which one do you want to kick off with?
You take the lead on that one.
Okay. Well, when my phone unlocks so I can see. Let's do TV shows.
Okay.
You go first. Coming in at number 3.
Number 3. Bad boys, what you want?
Cops.
What you want? What you gonna do?
Really? That was one of your favorites?
Yes, it was.
Cops?
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That is a funny show sometimes.
Yes.
If
Yep.
you catch it right.
I don't know why, but I still remember, like, as a kid at night, like, it
On
would come on.
Fox?
Yeah, it would come on Friday nights.
Cops. That fucked
Yes.
my brain up that you said that. Like, I never, like, a lot, it was a popular show, but I'm like, I never would have guessed that was somebody's favorite.
No,
Like,
it's
one
in
of
my
their-
top 3.
Well,
but
one of
yes.
their favorites.
I still love watching cop videos. Like, I get them on TikTok every now and again. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a beat down.
Oh, cop videos on TikTok
Oh,
rule.
it's so great.
Especially if it says, like the
Trigger warning or something.
yeah,
I'm like,
before, like-
oh, you just go be juicy.
skip or watch anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, always
Always,
watch anyway.
always watch.
This is going to be
Yeah.
fucked up.
All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is a show that takes place in a little town in Colorado, centered around 4 boys: Stan, Kyle, Eric, and Kenny. That's right. Fucking South Park.
Going down to South Park.
Oh, God.
I love
But
that show.
I discovered I knew about South Park when it first came out, but I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, that's because it's almost as old as Jace.
Yeah. Well, it was, I think, 97. Mm-hmm. So I was 12. But
It was one of those shows, like,
the
worse than
household I
Simpsons.
grew up in, it's like, no, they...
See, I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons until I was
No.
14 or 15.
Well, I had to sneak watch South Park. Like, they would do reruns on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Late on comedy, at like
Yep.
11 o'clock.
Yep.
So that's
When
when I
all the
would
parents
watch
went
it.
to bed.
Yeah. Mom and dad would go to bed around like 10. I'm like, all right, I got an hour. They'll be asleep by then. South Park.
Nice.
Yeah.
I used to watch Cops with my dad.
I
Me
used-
and Dad.
I used to watch
We
Cops by myself.
We used to watch Monday Night Football and Cops.
Yeah?
Those were our 2 shows.
Yeah.
And then America's Most Wanted came on after Cops.
That was a good show.
Yeah. So my number 2, and you're probably going to laugh at me for this, but it's Xena, Warrior Princess.
No, that's a dope ass show.
That was I love that show. Like,
loved-
I want the box set so badly.
I loved the crossover with Hercules.
Oh, they always did crossovers.
But that was like the first, like, because these were 2 hit shows.
well,
and when
Hercules
they-
was a spinoff of Xena
Well, yeah.
in the first place.
But,
Do you remember Joxer?
oh, yeah.
Do you remember who Joxer is?
No.
Joxer the mighty.
Jocks. Yeah.
He's a Raimi brother. The one that I can't pronounce.
Oh, Ted.
yeah.
You can't pronounce Ted
Well,
Raimi?
not Ted, but his real name.
Oh, Theodore?
It's not Theodore.
It's not?
No.
What?
I'll get into that later.
Holy shit. Really?
But yes, no, it's one of the Raimi brothers. He's Joxer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ted Raimi.
Yeah. It's Joxer. He was fantastic in that.
Everybody on that show ruled.
Oh, yeah. Bruce Campbell actually made a couple of appearances, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love Xena.
All the episodes that Sam Raimi directed. Because you can't have one without the other.
No, you cannot.
Mine.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably one of the greatest. To me, it's still one of my favorite shows.
Friends.
No. Well, yeah, but this ain't it.
Okay.
That's actually an honorable mention. Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't really start watching that until I was in high school.
I watched all of it as it was new. Yeah.
We have the box set downstairs.
Yes, we do.
Kind of need to. We can binge that like when it gets cold.
We can watch it whenever the hell we feel like it.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, it's on Hulu.
It is. All right,
But still.
that's a good show though.
Yes.
Incoming message from the big giant head.
One of my favorite moments was from the first season. It was when Mary Albright and Dick Solomon, when they both were sick at the wedding.
Yep.
And he stands up and he's making a toast and he smacks her on the ass and goes, "We're having sex tonight." And she's like, "Oh my God."
My favorite one is one of the scenes is where Harry goes, "Why do you have boobs and I don't?" And she's like, "I love them."
And Harry and Tommy like each try to touch a
Touch it,
boob
and
and she hits them.
Yep.
It's funny that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was the oldest character
Mm-hmm.
on the show by like 1,000 years.
Sally was not
She was a guy.
She was the guy, and the other ones were like neutral or something.
Yeah.
That was a really good. The last episode, the finale,
Oh
was
my God.
the
It was sad.
saddest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is the first show I've cried on, like finale
Oh,
wise.
same.
Well, besides dinosaurs.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, we're not talking about that again.
Ugh.
So my number one, you should already know what my number one is.
That show came out in the 70s.
Not MASH. I meant of the 90s.
Sneak preview for next week.
It's actually ER. That is my
Fuck,
show.
I didn't think of that.
No, the ER is my jam.
Thank you for getting me into that show.
You're welcome. Are you a doctor now? Because you've
I
watched 13
know.
seasons.
I know medical things.
Do not get hurt if you're around Mike, guys.
No.
Do not get hurt because he's watched 13 seasons of ER and now
Yeah.
he's a doctor.
Yes.
He knows how to deliver babies and sew limbs back on.
I learned everything from Dr. Mark Green
He was a damn good doctor.
and George Clooney.
He was also a damn good doctor.
Yeah. And oh my God.
Kovac?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I can't read your mind. What?
Oh my God. What's his name?
Mekhi Phifer's character?
No.
John Leguizamo's character?
No.
John Stamos' character?
I never made it to that season.
Oh yeah, you never made it. He used to be
He was the longest running original cast member. But he left.
Jerry?
No, not Jerry. Shout out to Jerry.
Love Jerry.
No.
Longest running
Noah Wiley.
Oh, Dr. Carter.
Yes, thank you.
Jesus
Dr. Carter.
Christ.
Doctor left the show because his character went to Africa
And then came back.
and then came back
Yeah.
and then left again.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Noah Wiley.
Yeah.
I learned from him too. Even though he was a rookie.
You learned from all the greats.
The best of the best.
Awesome. So next time that Gunner hurts himself,
Yeah.
it's all on you.
Look, Dr. Green would tell me to do this. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Dr. Green would
Yeah.
do this.
Yes.
I trust this man. He taught me in 3 episodes how to.
I learned everything I know from him.
What's your number one?
Oh, man. We did an episode on it already. It was a pretty more phenomenal episode.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the Power Rangers.
Of course.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Only way to say it.
Not Zeo.
No. Animal
anything.
Force.
Jungle Force.
Something Strike.
Dino Fury.
Yeah, whatever.
All those.
Whatever.
Mighty Morphin. It begins and ends
MMP.
there.
So,
Yeah.
next on the list, what you want to do?
Let's do drinks.
You want to do drinks?
Yeah.
All right. So, drinks coming in at number 3, Kiwi Strawberry Fruitopia.
Fucking hell.
Loved that
It
stuff.
is good.
Especially like when I was in high school and volunteering at the Science Center. And they had a Fruitopia vending machine. And I would bring a pack of crackers because I was only there for like 6 hours. So I'd bring a pack of crackers, like the peanut butter cheese crackers.
Yeah.
And Mom would give me $1.50 to put in the vending machine every Friday that I would work. Or I would volunteer. and that was the drink of choice.
You could taste each type of fruit that was in that.
There was a lot.
You could taste.
But Fruitopia, though.
It was great.
Oh, love it.
My number 3 is, and it's still around today, but I'm basing it off of because of how cool the can looked.
Yeah.
That purple and black. It's Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke.
With the little red cherries all over it.
And
like
it looked like it was
polka-dotted.
marked in like chalk.
It was so good.
It really was. They don't make sodas now or Cokes or anything the way they used to.
No, Cherry Coke is still really good, but I don't know. When it first dropped, it hit different.
It did.
Oh, it was so amazing.
Coming in at number 2.
Yeah.
For me.
Uh-huh.
Tab. And I still love it to this day.
Yeah.
I love
The
Tab.
genetically altered
It's
soda.
not genetically altered. You know why that they made it in the 80s, right?
Why?
It was the diet drink to aim towards those housewives who gained a few pounds and they needed to take some weight off. It was supposed to be like a weight loss drink.
Yeah, but it was not.
No
It
way.
was the complete opposite of that.
Yep. But I still love it. I think
Is
it's
it
delicious.
still around?
Yes, it is, but it is expensive as fuck.
That makes sense.
It's like $9 for a 12-pack or $12 for a 12-pack.
God
It's
damn.
expensive as hell. But I'd still drink the shit out of it. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Hi-C Ecto Cooler.
I never had that when I was a kid. I didn't have it until
It
I
tastes
was
the
in
same
college.
as the alcohol one we had at
Oh
Rec
my
Bar.
God. I need it.
It's the same fucking thing.
I need that alcohol. I need that seltzer. It's beautiful.
It's green as shit.
And it tastes exactly like it. It's dangerous. It's like
Yeah.
the Sunny D seltzer drink.
Almost, yeah.
It's a silent killer.
I need that Sunny D again.
I almost had that.
Excuse me.
I almost bought a case. So coming in at number 1 for me as my favorite drink of the 90s,
Yeah.
hose water.
Oh,
I mean, hose water is absolutely delicious. Like you think about it, you've been running around after a long day, playing games, and you're all sweaty and hot, and then your mom screams at you because you're dirty, and you're just like, I'm so thirsty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that first, you have to let the water run for 30 seconds to get to that cool point, and it just, when it hits the tongue, it's delicious.
Something about it. I don't
Sorry,
know.
that's my number 1. So what's your number 1?
Mine is pure caffeine and adrenaline mix.
Surge.
Yeah.
I knew you were
Yeah.
going to say Surge.
It's still my number 1 soda above anything that I've had to date. And I had the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper today.
Right.
But it's a very close second. But Surge is,
Top tier.
yeah.
Do you remember the hubbub, the hullabaloo in 2015 when they're like, we're releasing Surge?
Oh my God.
Everybody's
Came a little
nostalgic.
bit. Yeah.
Everybody's nostalgic little 90s heart went,
Oh my God.
where? And then people were posting pictures of, here's a case here, here's a pallet here.
Yeah. The same thing with, Crystal Pepsi came back, but that was anywhere.
Yeah,
That was
they
easy to
didn't-
find.
it-
But it
yeah.
only lasted like a summer.
Yeah.
I think it was the next year they brought Crystal Pepsi back.
Crystal Pepsi was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
But nothing better than a Little Caesars pizza and a 2-liter of Surge.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was the staple.
Yeah.
Or Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah.
A pizza.
On your
a
way-
delivered pizza
Yeah.
and a cold 2-liter of Surge on a Friday night getting back from Blockbuster.
Yeah, you're on your way home. You're on your way back from Blockbuster.
Pizza's on its
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. And our Blockbuster, it had it had a Little Caesars attached to the building.
Oh,
so
that's
we had,
smart.
All we had to do was
That is genius.
yeah. Me and Mom and Jennifer, we're going into
Blockbuster
Blockbuster.
to get-
Dad's going to run in and get the pizzas.
We'll meet
and-
back out in 10.
Yeah, we're in the
Nice.
car together. We're
Who
ready to rock.
Oh my gosh, whoever put that Little Caesars next to the Blockbuster, beautiful marketing.
Oh, it was
Absolutely.
Oh, it was totally done on purpose. Yeah.
Well, you know where the old Hollywood Video, it's now like a crab restaurant?
it's a Discount Tires.
Or no, it's the one next to Long John Silver's over here on New Cut. It's like a crab shack or something. It's like a wing place or something. Well, it used to be.
Yeah.
So it used to be a Hollywood Video. That's across the street from that Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
That was a smart move too.
No, that is a tire place.
It's not. No.
Well, then, it was
Well,
recently.
Yeah, but they moved to the farmer's market.
Oh, okay. But yeah, when I moved here, it was a Hollywood Video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I know it hasn't been a Hollywood Video in like 20 years.
I remember when we first started dating, when I would go that way to your old apartment, it was abandoned, but the Hollywood Video sign was still
there
on the side of the building. It was completely empty, gutted out. But yeah, it still said Hollywood Video on the outside. Oh, Friday nights at Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. God, that's what I want to rent a movie. I want to go
to a movie store.
A physical copy of a VHS and go get pizza and go home and just do that. And then play Nintendo 64 afterwards.
Do it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
You want to do movies?
Yeah, we can do movies.
Okay.
90s movies. God, there were so many good 90s movies.
Since you went first on the last two, I'll go first on this one.
That's
That's okay with you.
No, I don't care. That's fine.
Okay. My number 3, it's one of my favorites because it holds a very core memory for me. When Dad took me to the theaters on opening night to go see it. And that is Mortal Kombat.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen that in theaters.
I remember it was in the like middle of the fall, or towards the end of fall. It was in November, I think, because it was cold outside. It was raining on Friday night. Mom was out of town on a business trip, and Jennifer wanted to spend the night with Grandma and Grandpa, so he took me to the movies, and we went to go see Mortal Kombat. It was a great night. I was in the 4th grade.
I didn't really go to the movies in the 90s. Okay, so number 3 would probably have to be Lion King.
Saw that in theaters too.
I did not. I had to wait till it came out on VHS.
Grandpa took me to see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The very first movie I saw in theaters was Beauty and the Beast.
First one I seen was Cinderella when they remastered it, brought it back out in the 80s.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why Cinderella is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The other one that I had down for number 3, it was a toss-up, was Aladdin. Lion King and Aladdin, those were good.
Yeah.
Disney movies of the 90s were fucking rad.
I'm thinking we're gonna need to do an episode on that.
Just Disney movies of the 90s?
100%. Like our era and back.
Yeah.
Not that Moana crap. Or Frozen or whatever.
Never seen either one of them.
No, well, you've seen Frozen.
Unfortunately.
We watched it at Liz's house when we went up there.
Frozen. I hate it.
It was so bad.
It is. It was awful. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is, drumroll please, as soon as I can unlock my phone. God damn it, there. Oh, it is a movie that I thought was way ahead of its time. And it was not. It most certainly was not One Big Pile of Shit.
That's my number 2 also.
Fucking Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Oh.
That was, so Jace got to go see it in theaters because Jace was a huge dinosaur nerd. I had to wait until it came out.
Me and you went to see it together in theaters on its 20th anniversary.
And it's about to celebrate its 30th.
Shut up.
Isn't it? They're re-releasing it, so guess who gets to go see? Oh, we should let Dudada take him.
Well, no, we'll all go together. Yes.
But
but it was cool to get to go see that in theaters again.
The only way Jace can go is if he acts like a velociraptor, like walking to.
He has to dress in basketball clothes.
I'll get him a jersey
for me. We'll get him a Michael
Please
Jordan.
Please recreate this in the movie theater.
Just walk up in front of the aisle. I do have an honorable mention that I want to shout out for the 90s.
Okay.
Scream.
Yeah. I'd never seen it in the 90s. I didn't
snuck
see it.
into the theater.
Did you?
To see it, yes.
Not me.
Snuck in.
I mean, technically, you can consider H2O like my actual first Halloween scary spooky movie.
Did you see it in theaters?
I did not see it in theaters because it came out in 1998, and in 1999, Dad was like, "Hey, we're gonna rent a scary movie. I've never seen Halloween H2O," so he rented it, and he was like, "Ooh,
Me and Nick went to see H2O and Resurrection together in theaters.
gross."
Yeah. But we got to see H2. I got to see H2O in theaters, which was cool.
That had to have been awesome.
Yeah.
You lucky. Okay, so my number one, I'll go ahead and go with my number one.
Go for it.
Hocus Pocus.
Why?
It's a.
I mean, okay.
It's a Halloween movie, and
It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus.
It is. No, I actually very much enjoy Hocus Pocus. It is very kiddish.
Yeah. And the Yabos.
And the Yabos.
Max likes your Yabos. That's my favorite line in the movie.
I thought it was, dude.
Oh.
What? Ernie.
I told you, man.
My name's not Ernie. It's Ice.
This is Ice.
Oh, funny hand movements. Yeah.
Oh, God. White thugs in the 90s were stupid.
Yeah. On the East Coast.
So dumb.
Oh, God.
In Massachusetts.
All right.
All right.
Your number one?
My number one is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Titanic.
And one of my... It is my all-time favorite comedy movie.
Oh.
Dumb and Dumber.
I'm surprised Titanic didn't make your list.
It's an honorable mention also.
Oh, okay.
It was weird to see that in theaters because, Mom and Dad are there.
Oh, yeah.
Bubes.
Uh-huh. And the sex scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
The car rocking in the handprint.
This is what it means to be a man. Boobies.
Dumb and Dumber, though.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Never got to see it in theaters.
I have not either.
I wish I did.
I know.
Oh, my God. 1994 Jim Carrey.
Oh, my God. Prime.
It was peak Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
It was the... Oh, my God.
So, next up, let's go cartoons.
Cartoon.
Cartoons.
All right.
I can go first?
Go for it.
Sure. So, honorable mention. This actually number 3 for me is a toss-up.
I have several honorable mentions.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
I know, but
go ahead and shout them out real quick.
so these two are tied for number 3, and it's Life with Louie and Bobby's World.
Yeah. Life with Louie was cool.
I liked Life with Louie.
It's one of those Fox Kids.
It is.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, oh my God. Louis Anderson, God damn it. Rest in power, King.
And then
Host of Family Feud. Yes, kids, he hosted Family Feud.
He did. He was the second one.
Yeah. Yep.
Because What's His Face was the first one. And then he died or retired, and then Louis picked up, I think.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I just know Life with Louie was like 2 seasons, I think. 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think it was 2. But a lot of cartoons back then, you only got 1 or 2.
Yeah, and then they tossed it.
Yeah. They were like, all right, we got that did its run, so we're going to nix
God.
it. And
I forgot about Augie and the Cockroaches. That one was a good one, too.
I never liked Augie and the Cockroaches.
I loved Augie and the Cockroaches.
It's
Old
on
school.
Netflix.
It's the
It's
new
different.
It's the new version.
The remake.
Yeah. Gunnar loves it.
He watches it when Jace comes over.
I know.
They watch it together.
I know. Because they're both children.
I know.
But no, and then Bobby's World. Fucking
Yeah.
Howie Mandel being
Yeah.
a kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He got the voice from eating a piece of cake and it getting lodged in his throat.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it out.
It's the sound of him choking. That theme song was awesome.
It really got you going in the morning.
It did. It was a hype up song for sure.
And his dad, Stan Marsh looking ass.
Oh God. My number 3 is Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yep.
I couldn't get into the superhero ones. I remember the. Did you put a cat in a blender again?
Yep.
Awesome. I thought I heard that.
Yeah.
My number 2. It's time for Animaniacs.
Same.
Nice.
Same.
Loved Animaniacs.
Yep. And the new one they brought back a couple years ago was just as good.
It was.
Everybody.
I caught a lot more references this
Yeah.
time around. I think they added more this time.
I think they they made it that way because Spielberg was like, all right, the kids that watch this
Are now adults.
They're adults.
They're going to
so
get it. Oh,
let's just use those same jokes, but we'll make them a little more obvious.
a little bit more risque and adulty.
Yeah. Oh my
I just
God.
wish they would have brought back Rita.
Yeah.
I loved Bernadette Peters as Rita.
Oh, she was the best.
And then Slappy.
Yeah. We got Pinky in the Brain, though.
We did get Pinky in the Brain.
The Pinky in the Brain spinoff, the solo show.
That was okay. I felt like
I liked it.
It was, they tried too hard. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, everybody loves them. Let's give them their own show. And it just kind of...
It was better as like a sketch. Because that's kind of what Animaniacs was like a sketch.
Oh my God. Animaniacs was SNL for children.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
I just figured that out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And yeah.
Think about it.
It was a sketch.
They
yeah.
had an opening.
Had celebrities.
Had
Bill Clinton was in the credits. Prince was there.
Oh, yeah.
It had
Fingerprints.
yeah. That joke.
I love that joke.
Oh my God!
I need you to fingerprints. What?
And Prince was like, "Please don't." He's like, "What?" the look of terror on his face when
Yakko asked Dot to fingerprints.
yeah, you need to fingerprints, and Prince was like, "What?" Wait, what?
No.
Nope.
Nope. What's your... Oh, we both said two. All right, so my number one, everybody should know what my number one is by now.
Go for it. Is it Recess?
It's Recess. Spinelli. I love
Yeah.
Spinelli. I love Recess. Mikey is my favorite, probably. No, Spinelli's my favorite. Then TJ and Mikey and Gretchen. That was my show. Between Animaniacs and Recess, those two were my shows of the 90s.
You didn't like Arthur?
I was like... I watched Arthur when Mom was home. Because it was any kind of PBS.
It was.
Oh my God, I forgot about Zoom.
Yeah.
My crush was on Zoom. My first crush. I just now unlocked that memory.
Ryan Merriman?
Wish.com Ryan Merriman, actually.
No, your other first crush then.
Wait. I'll have to figure out the years and the dates. But his name was Jared. And he had the horrible, horrible bowl cut that was butt cut bowl cut.
We all had that, my dear.
Yeah, I know. I had it too. Shut
You're
up.
married to a guy that had it. This blonde-headed Lloyd Christmas-looking ass motherfucker.
But you didn't have a chipped tooth.
No.
Yeah.
But I had the smarts of him.
Nice.
I had the Lloyd Christmas
That's why I
smarts.
married you.
Yeah. It's as
For
close
your-
as you're going to get to
that's-
being married to Jim Carrey. This is... It's like, I'm going to marry Jim Carrey one day. Will you settle for me?
Oh my God! Zoom, zoom, zoom! Come on and zoom! Come on and zoom! Come on and zoom! Zoom! I loved Zoom.
Yeah.
But no, I watched a lot of PBS shows when Mom was around, and then once Mom left to go to work, it was like time for cool cartoons. We never had cable. That's why I don't have any like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network,
Right.
all those other channels, whatever that's out there. Like that's why I don't have those.
Yeah.
Because cable only came when we got to go spend the night with our grandparents.
Right. Or cousins or whatever. Oh, really? Lynn's house never had them?
We never had. We were always playing.
Oh,
Aunt Lynn's house was like 6 houses in one. It was so fucking big. So we would always get into
It was
trouble.
like your own personal discovery zone.
You just pulled out the DZ
I
card.
did.
Shit. DZ.
Did you guys had it? There was a discovery zone here?
We had 3.
Really?
Yes.
I think we had 2.
There was one in Clarksville Mall, Green Tree Mall. There was one.
Really? It was in the Green Tree?
In it or around it. Then there was one on East End. It's either Taylorsville or Hurstbourne. And then there was one off of Dixie.
Yeah.
So there was 3 of them in the area.
Well, my
Your number one?
well, I have an honorable mention,
Oh.
and it's of course the X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the X-Men. But my number one,
Batman Beyond.
you're close.
Oh.
Batman the Animated Series.
Oh.
Yeah. Batman the Animated Series. That was and still is might be the greatest cartoon show of all time.
I'm gonna have to watch it again. Just
It's
I
on
don't
HBO
remember.
Max. Yes,
Okay.
can we? God,
yeah.
yes.
Let's watch it.
Oh my God, I would love to just sit down when it's snowing outside and watch Batman the Animated Series and eat garbage food. That would be so fun for
Ooh,
me.
nachos.
Love to, yeah, sure.
They have that big tub I found at Kroger, the big tub of nacho cheese.
The big can.
The big can.
The 5-pound can of cheese.
Yes, and it's $10.
It was worth it.
Oh, God. And then a big, huge bag of tortilla chips and just,
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
We'll cover the coffee table in aluminum foil and dump it out. Oh, we have to do that.
You want to put it on the... We have dogs. They'll jump on the table.
We'll yell at them and create trauma for them so they won't do it. I would never do that to any dog ever. Let the record show.
I know you wouldn't.
I love dogs of all dogs.
All right. I want to talk about candy. I want candy. Aaron Carter sang that one, didn't he? He remade it.
I know he died, but God, his music was... And that's how I beat Shaq. Fuck you, you dumb prick. I want to sing songs about making good grades and eating healthy food. You prick. Look at you now.
Ruining it for the rest of us.
Look at you now. Sorry.
That was too far.
A little too far.
That was a little bit too far. You said the quiet part out loud.
Too soon? Where's your vegetables now?
Oh, Jesus. All right. So my number 3 candy is still to this day wax bottles.
Ooh. Yeah.
Wax bottles and candy cigarettes. Those two are my favorites. Well, some of.
My number 3 is, I don't remember the name of it, but it came in like this toothpaste tube looking stuff. You got red, green, and blue. And you squeeze it, and it's like a gel, kind of.
That's my number 1.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. It was like Squeeze It or something.
No, Squeeze It was the drink that had the face
Oh, yeah,
on the plastic
it did
bottle.
on the bottle. It's
That's a
Squeeze
favorite
something.
drink. That's a favorite drink I'm going to throw out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're past that. But no, that's it looked like
Yeah.
a toothpaste tube. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, when you pulled the cap off, it looked like a penis.
The first bite made your teeth hurt, and then you had cavities after the second bite.
It was gel sugar. It was sugar gel
Yeah,
and
it
flavoring.
was. It was sour as
But no-
fuck, too. The blue was.
No, it was not sour.
Or the green. The green,
No,
the
it
green was
wasn't
sour
neither.
apple.
No,
Well, it was sour to me.
Then you're
Like-
a bitch.
Like spicy-ass mayonnaise.
You...
Tomatoes give me heartburn.
Oh my God. No, they did have a sour version that they only released for a limited amount of time.
That might be what I'm thinking of then.
And I never got to try the sour version. I
Yeah.
just know that the blue squeeze bottle, whatever the fuck it's called, that was my absolute. I
Yeah.
begged every time. You think Gunner begs for candy? That I begged for that candy.
The red was cherry, wasn't it?
Yes. Cherry, apple, and blue raspberry. And that's
Yeah.
where my love for blue raspberry began.
Sour blue ras slushy with nerds.
Oh my God, yes, please.
IV drip of that, please.
Oh God. No, it needs to go in my mouth so I can taste it.
Just carry around a bag of it then, Capri
Yes.
Sun style.
Oh, or get one of those backpacks like the hikers have. And
I
fill
want
it
a
full-
a football helmet with the
Oh,
cup
with the
holders
two of
on the
them on them?
side
Okay.
and the straws.
I'm okay with that.
My
My number 2 is
yeah.
oh the suckers. The I couldn't even read my own fucking handwriting. The big suckers that were like Smarties.
Ring pop.
No.
Oh, those. I didn't like those.
I loved those. Okay, so church camp.
I hate
when
Smarties
I was a kid,
anyway.
they were 10 cents a piece.
Yeah.
So, like, I would bring $1 and they would just throw them at me. Like, here, take them.
Yeah.
But no, those are really good. They're like kind of big-ish, about
No, I
half
remember-
dollar size.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking
God, I
about.
love those.
I hate any chalky candy. It's disgusting. I didn't even like candy necklaces. Those were gross. My number 2 candy is the God damn it. Hold on. I had it written down. Oh. It was Nerds.
Nerds.
I still like Nerds.
I know.
I ate a whole box like in one, just like dump it in.
That's what you do is you crack it open and you pour.
Even the big box that was like the size of a pack of smokes.
Oh, yeah.
Those two, yeah. That had the 2 flavors, the divided.
See, I always worried about that because I don't like the banana. I hate artificial banana flavoring.
Was there a banana Nerds?
Oh yeah, they mixed the banana with the strawberry.
What's your number 1?
Was the blue squeeze? The,
Oh, that,
the
yeah, that's
squeezy
right.
stuff.
Well,
'Cause that's your number 3.
my number 1 is Warheads.
Warheads are pretty good.
Me and
How many can you stick in your mouth? And
Yep. And if you're a real man, you can do that with the lemon flavored.
The lemon's
lemon-
it's not.
Lemon was
no.
already sour. Well, we had it in our heads because lemons are already sour as is. Like, it's like, oh man, it's like getting Camel Crush. It's like getting Camel menthols that has the menthol ball in it and makes it more menthol. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
If you're a smoker.
Right.
So it's like, oh, well, lemons are already sour. Well,
This is
a
going to be
sour
the sour
candy.
after the sour.
Oh my god, like you're a badass if you can fit like 5 in your mouth.
Toxic waste.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god.
That's even
damn.
worse.
Oh.
My mouth is watering right now just
My
thinking.
teeth are rotting as you say that.
No, I'm drooling right now. Toxic waste.
Oh.
The only reason why I said that is because that's Heather's favorite candy.
They still make toxic waste.
They do, and she gets the apple.
Yeah.
She loves the apple toxic
She should
waste.
try the lemon. That's double sour.
See, I only liked it up until the sour disappeared, and then I was done.
No,
Like,
I like-
I loved the sour part.
Yeah. But no, seeing how many you could like
Shove in your
fit-
mouth and not make a face.
Well, what we would do is we would open a bunch and get a handful. So that way you're not sucking on one and the sour's going away while you're putting another one in. You have all the sour from all of these all the candies
Yeah.
at the same time, and you're like clump, crack them in. Yeah.
I wonder if we could put Warheads in a jar with alcohol, like that guy on TikTok.
I want to
does.
do that with toxic waste.
Ooh, let's do it. Let's
Or-
buy some on Amazon
Or
tonight.
if you mix and match
It doesn't matter.
toxic waste and warheads.
Toxic war waste heads.
Yeah.
Toxic. That sounds like a punk band.
Toxic heads, war
toxic-
waste.
Toxic war waste heads.
Toxic heads, war waste.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of gross though.
Let's do toys.
Yeah.
My number 3 for toys is it's actually 2 toys. They're both Power Ranger toys, but it was my Power Morpher. I had all the coins. It lit up when you pushed the button. It popped and lit. And I also had...
Did you have the Megazord?
I did.
Or is that your other one?
No.
Oh.
Saba.
Oh.
I had Saba.
Nice.
Mouth opened, eyes lit up. He didn't say anything, but you could like push the button on like the side of the
head.
on its head,
Yeah.
and its mouth would open and close.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But the blade was retractable, and it was like, well, as a kid, it was like this big.
it was huge.
Yeah, it was rad.
Now it's
hold on,
probably-
like, yeah. But I had the Dragon Dagger also. Those are the 2 weapons I had. Joseph had all. He had the sword, the power lance, daggers, bow, axe, and you could connect them together to make the Mega Blaster.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, but
Sorry, that was a burp.
I had Saba and the Dragon Dagger.
My number 3 is Skip It.
Yeah.
But I had like the Walmart version where it was just like the plastic ball.
Did it still have the?
It didn't have a counter.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck that.
Hey, it's okay. We learned how to count.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is I had the movie accurate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. They were like that rubbery silicone plastic. They were bendy and everything.
Awesome.
I had those. They were my good guys when all my other action figures were like hundreds of bad guys.
Very cool.
Yeah. And my number 1 toy is where they lived. But you go ahead first.
My number 2, I really wouldn't consider a baseball glove a toy. So I went with the Magic Mitts.
Oh,
the
shit,
little
yeah.
circles that had the Velcro and you throw the ball back and forth.
Yeah, we have that in the laundry room.
Had
Had
to throw it away. But yes, so either my baseball glove or Magic Mitt, whichever one you want to decide.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
loved baseball when I was a kid. So what's your number 1?
My number 1 is my hideout for my Ninja Turtles, and that is Wayne Manor.
I was gonna. Yep, I could see that.
Yep. And it was like it folded, and when you unfold it, it was the Bat Cave
Very nice.
in there, and it had like you could turn this thing, and there was like a sticker of a bat suit in it. Yeah, it was Michael Keaton. It was the Batman Returns when that came out.
And my number 1 is Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I loved Pokemon cards.
Yeah, Roy.
Exactly. Next up, since we're doing toys, let's move into our favorite games.
Okay, for this, I did a board game, an outdoor game, and a video game.
Oh, well, mine's all outdoors. So
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Number 3 was Manhunt, which is different than hide and seek. Hide and seek, you can run back to base.
Yeah.
With Manhunt, you stayed hidden until you got found. And if you weren't found, then whoever was the person who was it,
Yeah.
they had to say, okay, guys, we're done. Come on out.
Yeah.
That was fun. You want to talk about like a horror movie scene? Like you
Yeah.
put yourself in that situation, like you better hide so they don't kill you.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I played it. I'm like, if they find you, you're going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved Manhunt,
Well, my number 3 is a board game,
which is
Battleship.
nice. That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one.
I love
I've only
Battleship.
played it once.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love Battleship. I remember me and the cousins would do tournament style.
Oh, nice. So
When-
you'd knock out.
We would go to Grandma and Grandpa's house on Thanksgiving, and all the cousins were there.
Yep.
And we would always,
play.
at night,
As the parents
Yeah.
were talking.
or getting ready to go to bed because we could stay up a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
So we would do tournament style Battleship.
Nice.
I won the title one time. Yep,
Hey, at least you won one.
I beat Neely.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. That must have felt pretty good.
It was rad.
Did she cry?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
yeah,
Good.
she was a good sport.
Awesome. So my number 2 is dodgeball.
Yes.
Loved dodgeball.
Were you good at the 5Ds of dodgeball?
I absolutely was not, but I was able to catch
Yeah.
and return in a matter of seconds.
Okay.
So I always took out the big guys first, like
Yeah.
the big strong guys.
Right. So not Jace.
No. I always ended up with Jace on my team.
You had
He
to.
would put himself in front of a ball just to get knocked out so he didn't have to play.
He was the human shield
No, he literally would walk to the middle of the field
and just stand there.
just stand there to get hit so he wouldn't have to play.
This game is stupid.
Yeah.
Bing.
I'm going to go play with my dinosaurs.
Fung.
Yeah. Pong.
The big red ball.
Oh, yeah.
I can smell it still.
Oh, I know. I could feel it. I could taste it when it hits your face.
My number 2 is Capture the Flag.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that one. I
Yep.
love Capture the
On
Flag.
our
Did you play it like physically?
we played it outside.
Well, I know, but did you like take each other out of the
Do
game?
you want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, you've told that story.
Yeah.
You got stuck on barbed
Yeah.
wire fence or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a unreleased had to delete episode, I told that story. I fell down the Rocky Mountains into barbed wire and got stuck.
My number 1 is probably your number 1 as well, but that is motherfucking kickball.
No, that ain't my number 1.
Oh, yeah, you did a video game.
This is a video
That's
game.
right. But anyway, number 1 is kickball. Kickballs reigned superior in the 90s.
I ruled at kickball. It was we used to play that at school a lot outside during recess. I remember there was one kid, his name was Billy, and this kid had like NFL feet.
Nice.
He could kick for miles. One day he kicked it. I was playing outfield, right to me, boom, caught
To
it.
your face.
And he was mad. He wanted to fight me after school. This was in the 5th grade. This was in 5th grade. He wanted to fight me after school because I got him out. He was talking shit about how, home run king. Nah, dude, you put me in outfield, you're going down, boy. And I was looking at all the girls like, are y'all impressed? Am I cute now? No? Okay. Cool.
See, I remember my first going to church camp and the dodgeball game that they had.
Yeah.
I was coming out of elementary school into middle school, and it was, everybody gets to pick, line up. So all the 8th graders were like, I want this friend, and I want that friend, and I want this friend, and I want that friend. Well, me, the fat blondie, lined up with everybody else. Like you pick like you normally pick. You pick your big guys, your fast guys, your whatever first.
Yeah, you're building
So-
your fantasy team.
It was left between me and the nerdy Poor girl. She just wanted to be there. She was just there. So they were like,
Which one of you guys got picked last? She did?
I did.
Oh, really?
I did. Yes. I told you I was not liked at all as a kid. So then I get my turn up to the plate, and they're like, "All right, everybody, bring it in."
Yeah.
Joke's on you, motherfuckers. I launched that bitch. I fucking far, and they knew
You
I.
Mark McGuire'd the shit out of that
Oh
thing.
yeah. So with me being right-handed and starting, on the right side of the plate,
Yeah.
smash that sucker. Everybody shifted to the left, thinking it was going left. Change up, sent it to the right. So everybody was scrambling.
Oh, for
sent
sure.
everybody home on those bases.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I was picked within the first 3 picks.
Hell yeah.
Love kickball.
My number one is the single greatest video game of all time.
Mario Kart, Nintendo 64.
Wrong.
GoldenEye.
The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
That was going to be my other one. Very nice. Very nice.
I remember when it came out. Got it on a Friday.
Nice. You played all weekend. No
I
sleep.
I beat the game in a weekend. Yeah.
Did you?
I straight through.
Holy shit. Because Jace got it and he played it and he couldn't beat the water temple.
I would have beat it in less than a weekend if it wasn't for that fucking water temple.
I know.
But I did have the game guide.
He did not.
I had the guidebook. So as I'm playing it, Joseph is reading it off to me.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, go here, do this,
Nice.
go back and get that. I'm like, okay.
I think he was almost done with it. And I watched him play the whole thing. I love watching people play video games.
Fuck the water temple.
I don't like to play them because I suck, unless it's Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
But that's my number one game of the 90s if it's a video game.
There you go.
Either that or Pokemon Blue.
You are goated at that game. I'll give you that.
Thank you. Because it's the only thing I'm good at video game
I
wise.
beat you at it, but you're pretty good at it.
You beat me like once. Maybe
well,
twice.
Yeah.
I still kicked your ass quite a bit.
Well, okay. Anyway.
But yeah, no, the water temple, yeah. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I want to do music next.
Let's go to music.
Let's do music.
I chose bands
I went with songs.
because it's hard for me to pick a specific song. So I just went with the band in general. But do you want this? You want to kick it off, or you want me to?
I can.
Go
or
for
you
it.
can.
Go
I don't
for
care.
it.
So my number 3 is Goo Goo Dolls' Iris.
Very nice.
I really
Still a
like
great
that
song. Still a great song. My number 3 is just Alice in Chains.
Okay.
I love Alice in Chains. So many great songs there. I was never really big into the grunge stuff, but when I've discovered Alice in Chains by watching Beavis and Butthead, as probably a lot of people did that are our age. But yeah, if any of you guys used to watch Beavis and Butthead, I'm pretty sure you discovered Alice in Chains through that. I discovered a lot of great music through Alice in Chains. But yeah, that's my number 3.
That's a different well, you had a different life growing up than I did.
I used to spend the night at my friend Brian's house.
Right.
And his parents let him do whatever he wanted.
Oh, that
Looking back, they were actually terrible parents.
really?
Yeah.
Because they let him do whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 2. I had something down for my number 2. I guess I'll just say, it's not like, it's a 90s song to me, and it's fun.
They came out in the 90s? The band
Yeah.
or the artist? Solo.
Actually, no, because I didn't hear them I didn't listen to them until the 2000s, so that doesn't count.
Okay.
All right, I'll just pick another one. Hanson's Mbop.
Yeah. Shout out to my sister.
That was a good 90s like
Kid band.
kid band, yeah.
The Bros.
The Bros.
The original Bros.
Yeah.
My number 2 is, oh God, I don't care. People should know by now. It's Celine Dion.
My heart will go on.
Yeah, my queen. Our queen. America's, Earth's queen.
Earth's queen.
The queen of Earth.
The queen.
The songbird of our generation.
And of course, my number 1. I want it
Backstreet
that
Boys.
way. Backstreet Boys forever.
Yeah.
Minus their Christmas album.
Yeah. My number one is my number one band.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking Metallica.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And they're in the 90s because we had Black Album. And then, there was Load and Reload. They're okay. But, I mean, probably their most popular song, Enter Sandman, was on Black Album, 1991's Black Album.
There we go.
So, yeah, I'm going Metallica. Thank you, Uncle Perry, for all the metal you gave me.
All the metal.
Yeah.
That was a fun trip down memory lane.
It always is.
I can still taste the hose water.
Oh, God. Leskus. Ryan
His was the
Leskus.
hot tub.
Yeah, well, but I understand the reference.
I
get the
didn't
joke.
mean for the reference. But okay.
I got the joke, though.
Yeah. That was a good pick. Good
Hell
choice.
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that as well.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Going back in time and memories.
Oh, my God. It's always fun to do that.
It really
because
is.
it sucks now, and that's better. But we do have, before we wrap this up, we had a couple of comments on Twitter that I would like to shout out real quick. So we told people to comment their favorite things about the 90s. And our good buddies at the Moose Lounge podcast. Amos runs the account, so I'm going to assume this was Amos. He said, it's Nerf or nothing. And also, super soakers in the summertime.
Oh, yeah. And not like the ones that they have now that are like automatic fire.
Yeah.
The ones that you actually had to like pump.
Oh, yeah. You would pump them like so much, and then
You get a good spray, and
it
then
would
it
get
just
stuck,
yeah.
like it would stop. You couldn't pump it anymore.
Yep.
Then, it would blast you away.
Yep.
It turned a super soaker. A good super soaker could become a pressure washer with enough pumps. Our good friends over at Semi Skeptic Pod said the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, death metal, and Sega Genesis. And Porn Stash Podcast, WWYD.
Jay.
Jinkos.
Oh. I didn't notice
The blue-
those until the...
The blue geniest of blue jeans.
Oh, my God. So big, you can fly.
Oh, my God. You
You jumped out of an airplane. Who needs a parachute? I've got my Jinkos on.
You step in the shallowest of puddles and
Oh, my
have
God.
you get like soaked up to
All
your
the way
knees.
to... Yep.
Up to your knees, it's just wet.
Yep.
Those absorbed so much water.
Man, we forgot to talk about like butterfly clips and body glitter and Bath and Body Works
So
blueberry stuff.
Well, then this concludes our part one of our 2-part series.
There's so much more. Lip smackers.
Yeah, oh, God.
The chapstick sucks.
More Friday nights at Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff. Summertime activities in the 90s.
Oh man. Not only that, but Christmas sledding.
Streetlights
When
on.
we used to have
come home.
snow.
Yeah.
We don't have snow anymore.
We didn't. We lived in Memphis.
Well,
we
we
had
had
snow maybe once a year.
We had snow.
Yeah, one snowflake. Should do an episode on the ice storm of '94.
The one snowflake.
No, we had.
Oh, I know. You had like 18 inches of snow. Or
Oh
something.
God, I think we had 3 feet of pure solid ice.
Nice.
Everybody
ice skating.
did. The whole Midwest was looked like Mr. Freeze. Just
I don't think we got the ice. I think we got most of the snow. Like
Really?
we had a lot of snow.
the ice storm of '94 that lasted for 2 weeks or a week.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I
Well,
had
yeah.
a great time going back to the 90s.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode. But next week's episode is one you're really going to want to tune in for, because we're doing another fan cast, and it's going to be me taking on her.
Me.
And with
You mean Hot Lips Houlihan over
yeah,
here?
with special guest referee Mick Shane of the Whiskey Hell podcast will be moderating this, and we are going to be fan casting. That's right, another fan cast, but this time we're doing.
Suicide is painless.
That's right. We are fan casting one of, if not the most iconic sitcom TV show of all time, MASH. That's right.
My favorite show in the world.
Tune in to find out who is going to be Hawkeye and Colonel Blake and Colonel Potter and Radar and Hot Lips Houlihan, Frank, all those guys.
Winchester.
Oh my God, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it is going to be fun.
But
I'm
yeah.
so excited for next week, too.
Our MASH episode.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We've been holding on to this one for a hot lips minute.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Boom. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to this. It was great to
Go
get
back.
a little bit of nostalgia happening, get back into the 90s. Signing off, I'm Mike.
You never sign off, and I'm Tabby.
Yeah.
The trash can Tabby.
Yeah. All right, Trash Can, take us out of here.
As always, thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. You will find many ways to support us. Buy us a coffee because we will be hungover after this episode. You can subscribe to our Patreon. 3 tiers are available for you. Get your buzzed on for $3, get tipsy for $5, or fully loaded for $10.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Taproom closed.
Good night.
Bye.